Hi, sitting before me on this desk is my HobbyKing Fabrikator. So it just came in a couple days ago. Haven't had any time to open it yet, but I wanted to show you how it was packaged. I ordered it about a week and a half ago on a Wednesday, and I got it the following week on a Tuesday, so it took right at like 6.5 days, give or take, for it to come in. I ordered it through the East HobbyKing warehouse, since they actually had that and some of the PLA and ABS spools in stock. So what I did order was about 5 or 6 half-kilogram spools, and that is actually in this box. As you see, they actually shipped it out in 2 separate orders, or excuse me, 1 order, but 2 separate boxes. So I have 1 of 2, and the printer itself came in the big box here. So first I'm just going to open up some of the spools of the filament and see how they pack that. So I've got my order sheet that they packed in it, and I have some of the eSun 3D filament. I've got some ABS and some PLA. Like I said, these are the half-kilogram ones. So as it is in the box, got the, should be 6 half-kilogram spools. They put some padding around the side. The box looks to be in pretty good shape. So I'm not going to go ahead and take all this stuff out, but I'll open one of them. So coming from eSun, I ended up getting some gray, and this is the ABS gray. So it's actually nice vacuum sealed. Looks pretty good there. So looks like it protects it pretty well and keeps everything together. So I'm just going to go ahead and set this box aside. So as you can see, it comes in a pretty big box. This here is probably a good 3 feet tall by 2 feet by 2 feet. The box being fairly big, they taped it up pretty much, but it did get a little bit, I don't know, damaged, but obviously it's got some scuffs and everything on it, so I'm hoping everything's okay. I know there's acrylic and there's other boxes inside. I'm cutting open the bottom since half of the tape was coming off already. Okay, so first thing I see is that it's completely double boxed, or triple, quadruple, since you have your outer shipping box, then the Fabrikator itself, 3D printer, has its own box, and in here there should be multiple other boxes. And I like the fact that they actually bound it with the green straps. We'll just see if I can actually cut this top box off here. So there you have it, straight from HobbyKing, brand new in the box. This says cartons 34 of 200, so I'm not sure if I'm the 34th person to get one of these. Probably not. Probably just the first batch. So here we go, big box, and dig on in. Nice. First layer, we have the manual right on top. So I'll go ahead and cut this open so we can set that aside, and actually, Ziploc bag, don't have to cut it. So coming out of the box is the actual manual here. Seems to be pretty good. I've heard good things so far, that the manual is actually really descriptive, and I've watched the build videos a couple times already, so I have a pretty general good idea of how this is going to go together. And just flipping through this looks pretty good. So I actually went and took pictures and then some other actual graphics, and we'll see if there's anything lost in translation. So next we have box C sitting right on top. And these boxes, as I take them out, I'm just going to set them aside and then start to build from there. We have box D. This one's fairly lightweight. Box G. Box B. Box F. Box E. And the last one is box A at the bottom. So all in all, they packed this pretty good. There was no empty spaces in this other box. And this is actually a 3-wall box, so I'm fairly impressed of how thick this is. Plus with the extra shipping box on the side, this thing shouldn't have any damage coming through it unless they throw it off of a building. And empty. So as you can see, here are all the boxes. So they're actually not as big as I thought. I mean, the box it comes in, since the way the pieces are, I was thinking the printer was actually going to be about the size of that cardboard box, which I'm assuming with this box A here, this is more of the size of the panel. It was hard to tell on any of the other videos. I'm going to cut open the tops and kind of look inside real quick, but that's as far as I'm going to go for the video. I'm planning on doing a time lapse, which should be shortly after this. So here we go, cutting this open. Nice. So some of the parts of this foam is actually either die cut or laser cut specifically for the pieces. This is all glued together. So this foam feels like something that was almost out of like a Pelican case or so. So for padding wise, that is really promising. I mean, they spared no expense with the packaging on this, especially since it is a kit and you have to transport the acrylic plates. Well, I know they are fragile, so far each one of these has that. This being box B. So box B has the actual bed inside it. So you see how it's nice and cut. I mean, form fit for this for packaging. It's a shame that all this work goes into this packaging, and well, once you build the thing, it won't fit back into the box. But I totally am impressed. It looks like it's paper or plastic wrapped, and plus this nice dense foam. Box C looks to have the bottom acrylic plate with the power transformer in it. Okay, so D has the top spool carrier. E seems to have the front acrylic plate, and maybe the back one. There's another one behind it packaged, but I can see the opening right here. So the bottom of the front actually has an opening. So E is at least the front piece. Box F has a top panel and the left and right panels apparently. Oh, it's nice. Like, it has the label right here for top panel, so even the packaging, each of them shouldn't be any question of which piece to get. or which piece to pull out of each box. And box G again. A whole bunch of air cushion stuff. I'm going to toss that aside. Box G is all the belts and USB cables and components. Looks like the left and right panel rods. The wire wrap, spiral cut, screws, all that is in this box here. So that is pretty much the number one. You're going to pull that out first and start grabbing the other components. As far as an unboxing, that's about as far as I'm going to go with it. Again, the videos I've watched, they look great, so if anybody else purchased this printer, I do recommend watching those videos. I mean, it's good to have a little bit of a review of somebody else building it, but everything I saw so far looks awesome on HobbyKing's website. This is about the first product I've seen that they've carried that I would say went the extra mile for the production to have a series of videos to go along with this. Almost everything else that's they sell doesn't exactly have that. You might have a couple like forum question and answer type things and whatnot, but to do a full video, they have currently 18 videos, starting from the introduction all the way through the build process, and then even into tuning the thing. And I hope I don't have any snags with this thing, but we're gonna go put it together.